graph, the first thing you're going to have to do for me is as the best I could get it there, right? You're not seeing the bottom. Why this happened, right? Morning. I don't want to go much smaller. All right. So that's the best I can do there. So we're doing graph drawing, right? And my next week is crash course, right? Yeah. Once it can come, just do it online. Right. So 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Every 2 centimeters is 2 on the X, and every 2 is 2 on the Y. Right. So we're going to try to do plotting lines first, and then we'll go back and try and plot some curves on them. Yeah, send my WhatsApp also. Come when you're ready, right? Matthew, try and pay attention, please. And we can learn our graph page. Raj, you can learn our graph page. You didn't work with graph. All right. So first thing we need to be able to do is to plot a point, right? Just want to make sure that we can plot a point. So let us plot the point. Let's just practice plotting a point, right? Can we plot the point 4, 5? Right? Always remember that the 4 is the first value, that's from the x-axis, and the 5 is the y value, right? Of course, will come from the y-axis. Okay? So look for 4, 5. I find 4, 5 will be in the middle here. So therefore, this is where they meet. Are you okay with that? That's the way you plot 4, 5, right? Right? Just plot one more, no? Plot 7, 9. Plot 7, 9. You need graph paper too. Raj, you can learn one more. Right, Raj, Alicia, Bob, book fair next week, right? Shabab book fair next week. It might need two for today. I'll try to do as much as I can do on this one graph. No, one good. I had a rubber off on. Right, plus 7-9, come on. Plus 7-9. Right? When you plot 7-9, 7 is here, 9 is here. So you're looking for where they intersect, that's right in the middle. Okay? Now connect those points. Take a ruler and connect those points. What you have there is a straight line. So the first thing I want you to learn in graph drawing is that to draw a line, we only need 2 points. To draw a line, right, we only need 2 points. Right? Make a note of that. To draw a line, we only need 2 points. You have a ruler? Sama, you have a ruler? If you don't have one. I feel it. You gotta take this part. Okay, so in order for us to draw a line, Chloe, please share your ruler, please. Right, in order to draw a line, right, to draw a line, we need 2 points, right? So make a note under your graph or in your notebook, in your notebook actually. Make a little note in your notebook that to draw a line, we need 2 points. We need 2 points to draw a line. Yes, Chloe, Megan said it wasn't sharing a ruler. Nice. So next thing, so we have an idea how to draw a line that we need that, right? 2 more tricky points I want you to plot for me. I want you to plot for me. I will change up the color now. Hopefully you will see this color. I would like you to plot for me 0, 0, 8, and plot for me, please, 13, 0. Plot 0, 8, 13, 0. So look for 0 on the X, 8 on the Y. Nice. Let's see what you got. 0, 8, 0 here on the x-axis, 8 on the y. So that's right here. 13, 0. 13 on the x and 0 on the y, same thing. So that point will be right there. 13, 0 is right there. You could take a line now and take a ruler, and connect it up. Right? So you should be able to plot those points, right? So something I want to learn here. If there's a 0 on the x, if there's a 0 on the x, that point will be on the y-axis. If there's a 0 on the y, for the y value, then that point will be on the x-axis. All right, so those are two lines I want to learn. 2 points I want you to make sure you can plot properly, right? When the x value is 0, that point has to be somewhere on the y-axis. When the y value is 0, that point has to be somewhere on the x-axis. Are you okay with that? Yeah? Are you okay with that? All right. So phase 2. Yeah. So phase 2 now, we need to draw some lines. All right? Now that we can plot points, we need to draw a line based on an equation given, right? So let's start with some easy ones. Let's start with trying to draw the line. I wanted this to show up, boy. Trying to draw the line y is equal to 8, right? Sorry, y is equal to 10. Let's change that to 10. Well, what does that line say? Y equal to 10 is saying that every single point on that line, y is 10. Okay? So how do we draw a line y is equal to 10, right? So y is equal to 10 is here. It's anywhere along this line. You'll recognize every single one of those points I drew there. Y is 10, the y value is 10. The x value will change, but the y value is always 10. You'll recognize that? So y equal to 10 has to look like this. Because remember, I told you earlier that you just need 2 points to draw a line. So that there is your line. Y is equal to 10. Every single point on that line, y is 10. Okay? So y is equal to 10 or y equal to anything, it's always a horizontal line to the point. Okay? So draw that for me, y is 10, and then take this small note. Much you're doing this? Severe? Much you sleep away. All right, so you have y is 10. So every time you see y equals to something, no other values, that's a horizontal line. So the note I want you to write is when y is equal to k. When y is equal to k, where k is any constant, where k is any constant, where k is any constant, we draw a horizontal line. We draw a horizontal line through k. We draw a horizontal line through k. That's okay? So if I ask you to draw this, just a quick practice on your line. Draw y is 12 for me. Draw y is 12. Y is equal to 12. Draw it on your line for me. Draw that line for me on your graph. Alicia, you write in Jan or June? Right? So as I said, it should be a nice horizontal line. Please use a ruler. Yeah? Use a ruler when you're drawing your lines. Right? That is your line. Y is equal to 12. Okay? Nice. Let's move from Y now. Let's go to X. I can probably guess now. What do you think X equal to 2 will look like? A vertical line going up through it. To which point? To the point 2. X is 2. Nice. So you all have the hang of it now. Yep. A line will be vertical through X is 2. Right? I know your graph page getting a little jumbled up, but trying to save the environment, right? Trying to use everything on one graph sheet. Okay? When you draw it, go to your note, X equal to K. X equal to K is a vertical line to the point K. X equal to K. X equal to K is a vertical line to the point K. All right? Nice. Before we start to go to slant lines now, lines with gradients a little bit, well, more with lines that are slant, not horizontal or vertical. I want you to try a next one for me. See if you could draw X as 0. Look at your graph and see if you could draw X as 0. X is equal to 0. And then I'm going to ask you Y is equal to 0. Right? But see if you can draw X is equal to 0. Anybody find it? Yeah? Raj have it. X equal to 0 is the what? Is the? Close enough. You're close here. But where the line is, where is the line X equal to 0? Jason have it and Severa have it. On the y-axis. So the y-axis is X equal to 0. Okay? And the x-axis is what? Y equal to 0. Okay? So write that down. The x-axis is Y is equal to 0. And the y-axis is X is equal to 0. Right now for the real stuff. How are we going to draw lines that look like this? Any questions? Follow okay with those single point lines, single value lines? Yeah? The trick is just to remember it now, right? How do we draw lines like this? Y plus X is equal to, hold on, I want to make sure we could actually plot it here. Y plus X is equal to 6, right? Y plus X equal to 6. How do we draw lines like this? And as we did at the beginning of the class, we recognized to draw a line, we just need how many points? 2 points, right? So to draw a line, we just need 2 points. Any 2 points and you can draw a line, okay? So make a note of that before we start this one. To draw a line, put in your notebook, right? To draw a line, we only need 2 points, all right? Any 2 points will work. So I'm going to give it 2 options. One I like to do that is work 90% of the time, and one that will work for 100% of the time. Right. So step number, so we're trying to get 2 points, right? I don't have much space, so I'm trying to do the working right up there, right? So here's what we need. We need an X and a Y and an XX and a Y. So look at your X axis and pick any X value you want. I am going to pick X is 2, right? I am going to pick X is 2. And I am going to try to solve for the corresponding Y value, right? So Y plus 2, because remember, X is 2, just like what we did in functions, I place X with 2 is equal to 6. So that means Y is 4. So it means that my first point is 2, 4. Y'all see that? First point, 2, 4. Before I forget, I want to plot it one time. X is 2, Y is 4. So I plot it one time for you there in black. Y'all see that? I'm going to pick any other point I want. 30, you okay? I'm going to pick any other point I want. You okay, Ashton? Let's pick X's, it don't matter, right? Let's pick X is 6. X is 6. So Y plus 6 is equal to 6. Let's check. Now, Y plus 6 is equal to 6. Okay? Carry across this 6 and we'll get Y is 6 minus 6. So Y is 0. So when X is 6, Y is 0. So that will be right here. Now I have 2 points. I could stop. I don't need any more. I have a line. What just happened there? Huh? No, you go. I'm ready. Huh? No, I don't need it yet, but can I get back to this floor? Thanks. I might still send you back though. Are you okay with that? So that's all you need. Take whatever you have, take whatever line it is, and pick 2 X values and find the Y value. Right? The alternate method for me sometimes is I like to pick X is 0, find for Y. Y is 0, find for X, and plot it. Right? So I find that those 2 points easier to plot. All right? Okay, so the graph getting a little jumbled up. Now. But we've been doing too bad. Has some space on the top corner there. So I'll do our next graph test now. Go ahead, plot this one. Do it in your book. Right? So that black line there is X plus Y equal to 6. Right? This line here. This line here is Y plus X. Oh, wait, I forget I have Machu number. Machu mom number. Let me just call. Make sure you're doing this. Right? So That's the line y plus x equals to 6. Copy down? So, oh, you're doing it? Oh, okay, okay. Well, you're not messaging me now. Let's try to squeeze in one more that drop, right? All right, let's try our next one. Taking up this, right? Any questions online? I think I make a mistake. I remove a line there. Why did I do that? Why did I do that? Someone say you didn't get you a paying. So you had to make January count, right? Because we get you a max in January. Huh? No, you only have one chance. That's Jan. You have no June again. You get in. If you had pay, you would have gotten June as well. The problem with Jan is paper 3. If you had done it in Junior, you would have get it to the SP and you had a good mark. Huh? So, oh, so you're sitting in Jan. Okay. So you have a SP mark going. All right? Just make Jan count. Right? Yeah. Okay, and try this one here, please. Let me just make sure it will fit, right? Right? Try this one, please. 2y plus same principle level, yeah? 2y plus 2x is equal to 12. 2y plus 2x is equal to, oh wait, no, sorry, wrong value. 2x plus 2y is 24. Try that. Let's see if we can get that on our graph. 2y plus 2x is 24. Pick any value you want. The fastest thing for me is to pick x is 0, find the y. Pick y is 0, find the x. But there are 5% of times when it does not work. Right? So that's why you have to kind of figure out when it will work. Here it will work for sure. 2y plus 2x is 24. Let's see if we can plot that. I try and draw it. You must always draw a line as long as possible. So draw it to touch both axes, right? Not yet. Think. Any x value was the matter. Pick any x value. Pick x is 1. Pick x is 2. Very exact. Any x value. To the next. Equal x under 2. 2y plus 2y. And this means it will all you do is you pick an x value, pick any x value, pick it, and then where to do it again. The x, right? Because if x is here, and you want to find for y, take off x and put x as here. So y, right? So 2y plus 2 by 8. I saw that but it's solving on the can solve. 2y plus 4 is 24. And then make y something. Remember that? No. All right, so 2y plus 2x is 24, right? I am going to pick x as 2. So I'm going to pick x is equal to 2. So that would be 2 by y plus 2 by 2. Remember, what we're trying to do is to try to find y when x is 2. So when you pick x is 2, you put in x to 2. You put x as 2 and make it equal to 24. Now you have to make y the subject of the formula. So you're doing the things we've been doing all the time, right? Subject of the formula and solving and thing, right? So 2y plus 4 is 24. Carry across the plus 4, it becomes what? Carry across the plus 4, it becomes minus 4. So now you have 2y is equal to 20. Right? Remember, this is multiplied 2. So when you carry across multiplied 2, it becomes divided by 2. So the answer is 2, 10. That's the first value. When x is 2, y is 10, so I'm plotting it here. Pick an x value and solve for y. All right, some of you are forgetting this solving thing, right? One thing I can't do for you is advise for you. I can't advise for you. You got to go over these things. I remember you're just trying to make y the subject. Do the next one, Summer. 2 points in it, only 1 point I say in there. Pick a next x value and do the same thing I did there. Pick any x value you want. Right, pick an x value. Pick x is 4 if you want. It don't matter. Right, I will pick x as what? I'll pick x as 6. Pick x as 6 and then solve for y. Connect a line. Asha, hey done. Come see a line. Just turn. Come see a line. No, draw it all the way to the axis. Right? So draw it to the y and draw it back to the x. Right? Plug in x is 6. So that will be 2 by y plus 2 by 6 is equal to 24. So 2y, 2 by 6 is 12. So that'll be 24 minus 12. 2y is 12. So I got y is 6. So I am plotting 6, 6. That's it. Connect up your line. right? Notice I am drawing my line all the way out, right? All the way to the X, all the way to the Y. Okay? So I've seen some problems with solving, right? You're solving bad, right? That's something that we practice a lot. So you spend some time and just go over those little videos, please. How much lines does graph have here? All right, look at how much. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Plenty lines, right? Let's try one more now. Let's see if we could plot 3y. Might look a little bad on the graph, right? But 3y is equal to, sorry. In fact, I want to make it easier for you. I'm making y the subject. On this same graph, plot 3y is equal to 10 minus 2x. Actually, make it a whole number. Make it 2. 2y is equal to 10 minus 2x. Try that for me. Same thing. Get 2 points, pick any x value, get a y twice. 2 points and plot it. Two y is equal to 10 minus 2x. Take your time and plot that there, right? Online, you all okay? Any issues, take a pic and send the graph, right? Megan again, you. You get a ruler, Nuria. Nuria, you okay? Nuria, you there or you sleep away? Can't believe Nuria sleep away. Right? For those who get in trouble, pick x's 2 and x's 4. So when we compare, we should get the same values, right? Solve for the y. Take your time. I want to pass around and watch those who here, right? And you're not putting your line sound. Right, do the next one. Take your time. I want to see these. X is 2 and X is 4, right? It don't matter all. I just picked 2 for you, right? I can't do the curves and all. They have enough graph, but do the curves. All right, so let's see if we get this one right. All right, so when x is 2, so I'll make this one easier for you, right? You don't have to move the x something, the x on the right side. So when x is 2, I replace in x with 2, so that'll be 2 by 2 is 4. So 2y is 10 minus 4, right? So that means 2y is equal to 6. Carry across the 2, 6 divided by 2 is 3. One of the most important skill in maths is being able to solve that. Right? Spend time and look it over. Okay? Before you come to class, go over all your rules for solving. So your first point is x is 2, y is 3. X is 2, y is 3 is about here, so. Right? Next one, x is 4. So I'm going to put 2y is 10 minus 2 by 4. So 2y is 10 minus 8. 2y is 2. So it means that y is 1. So when x is 4, y is 1. Okay? Those are 2 points. And I'm going to connect them up. Do you see that? You understand that? Online, any issues? All right. I can't do the curves today because you all do have graph paper. You need, for the curve, you need a whole graph sheet, right? For the curve, it's the same thing, right? I'm going to show you what I want to do with the curve, right? With the curves, all you have to do is work out the y values and plot them, and then connect the dots. That's it. All right. I want to show you one that I would like to do, but I don't want you to get the graph paper, so I will do most of it for you. And that's it. This is the principle behind drawing a graph, right? You set up your scale, and then to plot any line, you need 2 points. Pick any 2 x values you want, right? The best x values to pick is generally the ones on the x-axis. So if you're seeing 2, 4, 6, 8, pick one of them. If you're seeing 20, 30, 40, 50, pick one of those. Okay? Don't pick a random point like 7 or 8 because it makes it harder to plot. Right? Pick something based on the scale. Okay? All right? So that is it for that part of graphs. The next thing that I wanted to do today would have been questions that look like this. Transfer it. Let's now give me 1 second there because I didn't transfer it. It's 2018. All right. I think it was 2021. But just here, right? So sometimes you'll just talk through this one and probably I'll let you do it for homework. Hopefully you will do it for homework. All right. So sometimes they would say this. They would say, okay, this one is not what I was looking for. Anyway, you see how you have all those x and y values there? Sometimes they give you the function like y is x squared plus x minus 4. You're seeing that? But they miss out some of the y values. Okay? So they miss out some of these y values here. I'm able to go back and try this thing, no? But let's see if this will work. If this will work, well. All right, so here what you normally do. Well, some y values will be missing. What you do is you take the x value and put it into y is x squared plus x minus 4. Right? And then you find the y values. When you have all the y values and the x values, now you come here and you plot it. And when you plot, connect it up. Right? So in the curves, it'll be a little bit easier. Right? Because just give you everything and just a plot and connect it. Okay? But what you have to remember is when you see this part of it here, right? And you have the missing y values, you have to use the x value and put it back into the function. You'll see in the function, y is x squared plus x minus 4. Yeah? So all those x values correspond with the y values when you plug it into that function. Are you okay with that? Right, we wouldn't be able to plot it because you'll have to have all this graph paper and say, I don't know, you're going to do that now. All right, so sometimes questions look like that. Okay, so what I want you to learn from today is that in order to draw a line, we need 2 points, right? Pick 2 points and then make y the subject of the formula, get the y value, plot it. Okay? Because the next thing that we'll do later on, not yet, is we're going to take those same lines and turn them into inequalities and do something called linear programming. So you had to be able to draw a line. Okay? All right. So for the Form 4 people, that's it. Right? The next thing that we're going on to when school start, most likely